to welcome you all to our press conference. Thank you so much for responding to our call on such short notice. I want to introduce you to my colleagues on my left, Mr. Cesar Namanja, who's legal counsel for Paragon, and my colleague, President Namanja. So, what we'll do is I will read the statement on behalf of Paragon, and Mr. Namanja will do some clarification, will do some clarifications on the legal aspect of what we are discussing, and I'm sure you will have a lot of questions in terms of operations moving forward and the current situation, and my colleague Desmond will answer those questions. So I will suggest that maybe what we need to do, let us finish the statements, and then give Mr. Namanja the opportunity to speak, and then we can do the Q&A. Thank you. So this is a statement by Paragon on behalf of all our colleagues at Paragon Aviation Services and our holdings company. By way of background, on 29 June 2022, the High Court of Namibia, per Justice Sibea, ordered the eviction of Menzies Aviation from Hosea Kutako International Airport in order to enable Paragon to commence with its work in terms of tender award made by the Namibia Airports Company. Menzies, then not pleased with the High Court judgment, per Justice Sibea, appealed to the Supreme Court of Namibia against that order. The Supreme Court delivered its judgment on Menzies' appeal on 9 June 2023, confirming the eviction of Menzies from Hosea Kutako Airport as the contractor providing ground handling services to the airlines. After Menzies was given notice to vacate Hosea Kutako International Airport on 9 May 2023 by the Namibia Airports Company, after it lost its Supreme Court appeal, it approached the High Court on an urgent basis on the evening of 12 June 2023, asking the High Court to stay its eviction from the airport and implementation of the High Court order evicting it from the airport. The High Court on 15 June 2023 temporarily stayed the implementation of the eviction order pending the court deciding on whether or not the notice given to Menzies by the Namibia Airports Company after the Supreme Court order was reasonable or not. The court also had to decide whether or not the eviction order must be stayed until finalization of separation legal proceedings brought by Menzies in relation to the tender award to Paragon, currently pending before another judge. After arguments on 4 July 2023, the High Court, per Justice Witele, postponed the case to 4 August 2023 for judgment. On 4 August 2023, the judgment was not ready and the case was postponed to 8 August 2023 for delivery of that particular judgment. It turned out that on 4 August 2023, Menzies again instituted an interlocutory application in order to introduce what it called was new evidence before the judgment is delivered on 8 August 2023. Again, this appears to have been a tactic to prolong Menzies' unlawful stay at the airport. This new application by Menzies, one of many applications in courts, was heard on the evening of 7 August 2023, and judgment therein was also postponed to 8 August 2023. On 8 August 2023, the High Court dismissed with costs Menzies' latest application to introduce new evidence before the main judgment was delivered. In the main application brought by Menzies on 12 June 2023, the court yesterday made the following order, and I quote, "It is declared that the notice which the Namibia Airports Company on 9 June 2023 gave to Menzies Aviation to cease rendering of the ground handling services and vacate the Hosea Kutako International Airport was not reasonable and is thus invalid. The notice of 9 June 2023 referred to in the paragraph above is set aside. The prayer to stay the execution of this court's order issued under case HC/MD/CID/MOT/GEN/2022/00233, pending the outcome of the review application under the previous case that I have mentioned, is dismissed. The prayer to stay the execution of this court's order is issued under case HC/MD/CIV/MOT/GN/2022/00233, pending the determination of Menzies' appeal in the Supreme Court from the case of the review application under the same order is dismissed. The prayer to set aside the certification by the 14th and/or 15th and/or 16th respondent of Paragon staff and equipment as fit for purpose to comply with the contract entered into Namibia Airports Company Limited and Paragon to provide ground handling services at Hosea Kutako International Airport is dismissed. Each party must bear its own cost. The matter is regarded as finalized and removed from the road. That's the end of the quote. Paragon hereby therefore informs its customers, the general public, and all stakeholders that it has kept a state of readiness since 9 June 2023 and will immediately start with further preparation to commence with ground handling services at Hosea Kutako International Airport whenever NAC may ask it to commence. Paragon expects that on the expiration of the 30-day period, NAC may give Menzies. Menzies will be obligated to leave the airport and hand over operations to Paragon. This therefore means that Menzies is on its way out from Hosea Kutako International Airport, as it has again lost its application to stay the order made by the High Court per Justice Subia on 29 June 2022. Further information on Paragon's preparation and takeover will be communicated to the public in due course. On this basis, we thank all our customers, friends, and other stakeholders who patiently waited for court to pronounce itself on this long-standing issue. Paragon, while not pleased with the delay occasioned by the unlawful refusal of Menzies to leave the airport as found by the Supreme Court, is at least happy that it has now made clear that Menzies will have to leave the airport within the period of time ordered by the High Court. Finally, Paragon is profoundly concerned by the arrogant attitude and dilatory tactics employed by Menzies over the past 12 months or so. Yesterday, after the High Court judgment in which Menzies lodged its application to stay its eviction from the airport, Menzies issued a public statement in which it, amongst others, stated that, and I quote, Menzies will therefore continue to provide ground handling services at Hosea Kutako International Airport unless otherwise informed by Menzies and not any other third party. It is clear from the, and that's the end of the quote, sorry. It is clear from the above statement that in a manner that is consistent with Menzies' unlawful refusal to leave the airport as directed by the High Court on 29 June 2022 and as confirmed by the Namibia Supreme Court on 9 June 2023, Menzies is determined to continue delaying its vacation of the airport at all costs. Paragon will henceforth no longer tolerate any delay tactics and will, as a fact, take over operations at the expiration of that period that the NEC may give Menzies to leave the airport. Millions of Namibia dollars have been lost by Paragon as a direct result of Menzies' refusal to vacate the airport despite court orders. Paragon's right to claim damages in future is reserved, and its legal practitioners will guide Paragon in this regard. And this is issued by Paragon Management, and I thank you. As I stated earlier, I will now give an opportunity to Mr. Namanje to give any legal clarifications that might occur.